Hi, my name is Anthony Wall, and I'm the founder of Noēsis. And if we have the privilege to meet, call me Tony. Noēsis is a Greek word. It denotes understanding and intelligence. Will you find intelligence here? Count on it, or you won't stay. I'm here to make the case for Noēsis. But let me first say something here that no one will expect. I wish I weren't the founder of Noēsis. So what does that mean? Well, humanity is experiencing an existential crisis, and someone has to do this. I'm your man. So let's hover over that term, existential crisis. If it makes you uncomfortable, then that makes you normal. Who among us wishes to think about our Earth one day no longer having human beings living on it because of the decisions we've made as a species? But I'm going to ask everyone to look at it another way. Noēsis isn't here to sensationalize the idea of human extinction. We're here to help. And if we wish to help, let's have the courage to look at what brought humanity to this most awful of places. Which takes us back to existential crisis. Let's abandon the big words. The end of our remarkable and rare species is suddenly visible to us. That's reasonable. I created Noēsis in the early 2019 to ask an entire globe to allow me to make it very uncomfortable. Noēsis is the first group of its kind to dedicate itself solely to enabling the survival of the human species. We concern ourselves with things that are deal killers for the human race. Let me run them down. Let's call them the big four. Maybe we'll surprise you. Number one, is Noēsis concerned with climate change? You bet we are. But that's not why Noēsis exists. Number two, is Noēsis concerned with pandemic? Well, we better be, and we are. But Noēsis existed before this pandemic. It's not why we need to exist. Number three, is Noēsis concerned with a future nuclear event? Of course. Again, but that's not why we exist. And four, are we concerned with disruptive technologies where our own creations swallow us whole one day? Yes, we are. Again, that's not why we exist. You know why? Because none of these four things is considered by Noēsis to be the eventual deal killer for an increasingly helpless and suddenly paralyzed human family. After we're done here, use what you learn as a lead into our video series. We'll be talking about the future of the human race. That future, the one that we so vigorously plan for, the one that's the subject of our movies and television shows, is also a future that's not remotely reachable for human beings under present conditions. You didn't see that coming. Sorry about that. So you're now feeling uncomfortable. What comes next better be good, and I believe that it is. There have been close to 80 major human cultures that once existed on planet Earth. When I say major, I refer to ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, Roman, Mesopotamian, Ottoman. Every single one of these cultures had one thing in common at their core. This one true deal killer would end all of them with no exceptions. All of these cultures experienced pandemic. It crippled them, but it didn't kill them. Climate change was no concern, and none had nuclear concerns. There were no disruptive technologies either. None of today's big four were present on the tombstones of long lost cultures. That distinction belongs to the king of human deal killers, and you've never thought about it. We're here to think about it. You see it right behind me right now. Perpetual conflict into infinity. Again, you didn't see that coming. Perpetual conflict has ended every single human culture on Earth. The first recorded human event was, you guessed it, a war. And all human cultures that were discovered long after they were gone also yielded to perpetual conflict. How do we know? It wasn't hard. The artifacts left behind by these cultures featured all the tools of conflict, specifically weaponry. Where weaponry is, conflict is easily inferred. Folks, perpetual conflict is undefeated. We can't survive it. Noēsis will explore ancient compulsions that place us into conflict and then keep us there. We'll also explore our cosmic rarity. When we understand our rarity, we can come to cherish our existence. Now you know why I formed Noēsis. Thank you.